24 years old. I was living and working in Center City, Philadelphia for the previous 2 years, and I wasn't from around here, so that was pretty much my whole world. But I had friends that were from the outlying suburbs, and one night my friend Maureen asked me if I wanted to go to a movie out in Bryn Mawr. So I went with her, and then afterwards we went to a bar in Ardmore. At that time it was called the Slive Fox Inn. So we went in there. She goes up to the bar to get drinks. I go to a table to get us a seat. So as soon as I sat down, all the lights in the bar came on, and I heard this deep male voice say, "Nobody move, everybody stay right where you are." And I looked around and I thought, wow, I guess this must be a raid on underage drinkers, but I'm okay because even though I didn't have a driver's license at the time, I did have a photo ID that was issued to me by the state of Pennsylvania Liquor Control Board 3 years earlier so I could get into establishments like this and drink. So I'm sitting there and I'm watching them go around to every table, go up to each person. He gets to me, I hand him the ID, he said, "It's a fake, let's go." I said, "What?" Another cop takes me by the arm and takes me out the back door of the bar. I don't know where my friend is, I don't know where I'm going. I'm suddenly in a paddy wagon with a bunch of underage drinkers being hauled away. Now I'm just freaking out here, like what is going on? This one kid pulls out a joint and lights it up and starts smoking. And I said, as the designated mature person in the group, I said, "Excuse me, we've just been arrested. Do you really want to add another crime to our list here?" And they were just laughing because they were probably trying to get rid of the evidence, and I probably should have joined them to calm down, because by the time I got to this police station in this holding room where they put us, I just kept running up to every person who looked official and said, "Seriously, I'm 24 years old. I am a full-fledged grown-up adult. Like, you can't keep me here." Well, they kept me here. Hours. They took each one of these kids, who I never saw again. I guess they went into the arms of their angry parents. But this is pre-cell phone days. I didn't know where my friend was. Ardmore was like Arkansas. I mean, how am I going to get home to Center City? Am I going to spend the night in the slammer? So anyway, finally, I was the last one. I swear to God, I was the last one. They had to wait on me. The cop says, "Okay," starts processing me. I said, "Look, I am 24 years old. I know you don't believe this. I'm a nurse. I work at Pennsylvania Hospital. It's now midnight. You can call the night shift and they'll verify it." So they called my unit, and I found out later this nurse, Maria, who was this little conservative girl from the South, she said, "Well, when the policeman called, I didn't know whether I should say I knew you or not." But I'm glad she did, because when he hung up from her, he said, "Okay, you're free to go." And he hands me my card, and I start to walk out and think, okay, I'm free. I'm no longer in police custody, but what am I going to do? But I got out front to the lobby. Unfortunately, my friend Maureen was there. I was so relieved to see her. And she said, "Are you okay?" I said, "Yeah." And she said, "You're not going to believe this. When I went up to the counter to ask for you before I had a chance to say anything, I heard one cop say to the other, 'What are we going to do with this one who says she's 24? And the other cop said, "Maybe we can get her on something else." Oh, yeah, like assaulting an officer, which, believe me, I was tempted at several points in the evening, because I just thought, okay. So we go outside, we get in the car, and the next thing I know, she's pulling up in front of the Sly Fox Inn. And I said, "What are you doing?" She said, "You said yourself you didn't even get a drink." I said, "That's right. The supreme irony of this is I got busted for underage drinking when I wasn't underage and I wasn't even drinking." So she said, "Yeah, let's go back inside." So we stroll in there. I was like a little minor celebrity because they remembered I got pulled out earlier. It was all grown-ups like you guys, no kids. I walked up to the bar, ordered the beer I was legally entitled to have. My friend got one too. We raised our glasses and clinked them together and made a little toast to my freedom. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.